It was difficult at times, I can't lie. Obviously it takes you longer to write essays, it takes longer to do your exams and things like this. But that's what I'm there for, that's what I was there for. I wanted to learn Spanish, I wanted to get better at it, so.
At first it was difficult to study abroad in another language. I remember my first classes in Spain, I would sit in a lecture and not know what was going on at all and would only be able to follow because I'd printed notes out in advance. And by the end, I only spent 4 months doing real study there, and by the end of that 4 months I could sit in a lecture, understand almost everything and be able to just make notes and not really have to think about the fact that it was in Spanish. So you can really see an improvement. And I'm not going to say it's not difficult because it is, but it's so satisfying when you can see how much you've improved.
Studying in another language, albeit quite difficult at first, is probably the best way to comprehend what one actually studies. Apart from that, if you actually use the language on everyday basis, you get used to it quite quickly, and before you know it, you become a quite fluent speaker.
I think it's really great opportunity. You don't need to pay lots of money for the tickets and things like that. You get some money for ERASMUS scholarship, and I think it's a great opportunity. Everybody should use that.
Because you'll have the best year of your life. You'll make some great friends, and you'll not want to come back.
The scholarship which I received allowed me to travel a lot and actually make the best out of my time in Germany. Apart from that, I would say the Erasmus program is probably one of the best opportunities at university to actually learn the language properly. It's a great adventure and I would recommend it to any student.
I would recommend doing Erasmus to other students because I think it's a wonderful experience that it can't be matched with anything else. The way that the Erasmus program runs makes it very easy for students all over Europe to have exchanges in other countries, and it's no exception here. It was a very simple application process. It was simple for me to go there. I didn't have to think about visas or anything. And I don't think you can get the same experiences or you can build up skills the way you would be able to if you didn't do Erasmus. I'd also recommend Erasmus to all students, even if you don't do languages. The Erasmus program doesn't purely run for language exchanges. It's also within Dundee. You can go to Denmark and learn in English. You can go to all sorts of different places that are through the Erasmus scheme where you can study in English as well. So it's not just for language students.